Latina, Mexicana, soñadora. I am the daughter of an immigrant, a migrant, the daughter of a man whose dream was to have dreams, a man who wanted something to look up to and no longer be looked down on. I am Carmen Arredondo, a woman defined as a Chicana who carries her world in her curls. I am a Latina, a Mexicana, and a soñadora. And this is my border story. The border and I, we've always had a long-distance relationship. I knew of it knew of me, but it wasn't until a couple months ago that I finally decided to see it, to meet it. Growing up, I didn't think of the border, el Muro, as an entity or a wall even. I imagined it to be a fictional destination where golden gates of opportunity stood and challenged you to come in. I never knew that the border was much more than that. As a child, I did not speak of the other issues that play into it all, the lands, the people, immigration, or even the journey to get there. It wasn't until the age of 21, through an internship at the southern border, that I got to meet with the estranged topic of my childhood. It was through this same internship that I got to stand in front of it and look at its reality. To this day, I cannot fully describe the feelings that I felt rushing through me when I first saw it. I'm not sure if it was sadness, confusion, anger, or perhaps all of the above. I knew that I got to stand there at this fictional place I had as a child, but instead of being greeted by golden gates, I was welcomed with a wall that has dictated the lives of so many innocents. I was not scavenged, chased, or deemed as lesser than a human being standing there. I guess I held a privilege there because La Migra, also known as Border Patrol, drove right past me and said nothing. And as that car drove away, I knew that my childhood thoughts and innocence towards the border went right along with it. At that moment, I guess I finally realized the real truth of it all, my own privilege with the border. I had a choice being there that day. I had la dicha to go back home and talk all about it to whoever I wanted. My tios, my primos, and even my father did not have that. My father, at the age of 18, an age where most Americans are graduating or going to prom, he instead had to travel thousands of miles with only hope as his compass. He did not just magically show up to the United States and begin a life for himself. My father had to endure a journey that met him with a sea of desert and fearing nights. It wasn't a choice for him. He had no choices. The reality of the border is not painted with a brush of truth. The media enjoys washing the people and their stories off, all in exchange for somebody else's politics. Through the southern border internship, I not only learned of lands, laws, communities, I also learned much more about my own father. I learned that it is because of my father's dreams to have dreams I am here. I can say that I have the privilege of waking up every day, study a career I'm passionate about, and believe that all my dreams are worth discovering. This life that I have now, I owe it to that 18-year-old young man who woke up one day and decided that he had to risk it all. It is because of this 18-year-old's journey through the desert that I can speak of my own story. It is because of my padre that I have a choice, a voice, the ganas to tell the story. I am humbled and I'm so very proud of who I am and where I've come from. I am proud to say that I can tell this story all through the eyes of an immigrant's daughter.